I don't know how many of you noticed, but self-improvement content has been popping off lately more than usual. It's on Instagram, YouTube, it's pretty much everywhere. And I don't think that it's a bad thing, since nowadays people are more isolated from each other than ever before. And since they're on the internet 80% of the time, maybe they will watch some of this content and actually take some advice from it. What I'm trying to say is that it can be useful for some people. The reason I am making this video is that with the popularity the niche got, more and more people started to make self-improvement videos. And let me tell you, some of them are pretty bad. I don't think the message is bad, I think that the presentation of it is kind of ridiculous, and usually the advices are the most basic stuff you can think of. A perfect example of these channels is this channel called FarFromWeak. Now, FarFromWeak is an AI self-improvement YouTube channel that has over 1 million subscribers. Yeah, you heard me right, 1 million. And their channel is also centered around the character Kratos from the God of War series, which, sorry if I'm going out of topic, I literally finished the 2018 game like a week ago, and damn, it was good. Probably one of the best games I've ever played. If you haven't tried it, I recommend you do so, especially if you play the older games. Anyway, sorry for the little yap moment. Let's go back to the main topic of the video. Far From Weak's channel is, as I said, is a self-improvement channel, and as I said, I have nothing against it. But one thing I want to point out is the fact that some of these titles are silly to say the least. Like how a man. Wait, I'm gonna make the voice. How a man. No. How a man becomes cold-hearted. This makes any man dangerous. Must watch. 9 things a man should never do. Beta males always do. I thought we are in a point in time where we surpassed the alpha versus beta male discussion, but apparently it's still here, and some of the thumbnails are also pretty weird. He removed most of them, but there were some that were, I don't have any words but weird. Like the one that comes on the top of my head right now was one about nofap, and in the thumbnail there was just Kratos ejaculating in his bed. Like, what the hell? I can't show you the image for obvious reasons, but we can all agree that that is pretty weird. I need to stop saying weird. Anyways, we still haven't watched any of his videos, so we're gonna watch one or two right now. But before we do that, if you like commentary videos like this, please consider checking out my channel and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna watch his most popular video named How to Get Girls 3 Rules Must Know. And yeah, with all of that said, let's start the video.
That attract the highest quality of girls, and they do so effortlessly. On the other side, you will find many guys that can't get laid, and that is why they are bitter. They will say things like, screw all girls, and they aren't worth the time. They would rather give up completely than admit they need to improve. The truth is that girls can make life more fun. It is always good to focus on yourself, but you have to stay honest with yourself. Don't start blaming girls for your own shortcomings.
In the start of the video, he gives a good advice that is not to blame girls for your own L's. Which, yeah, it's a good tip, but it's nothing groundbreaking. I feel like anyone with common sense knows not to blame other people for their own mistakes.
Number 1. High energy. Women are attracted to energetic, confident men. They crave a man that is oozing with confidence and is overflowing with energy.
Wow, I feel mind blown. Who would have ever thought that women like people with high energy? Like, who doesn't know these things? It's not just women that like it, but humanity in general. Everybody likes someone that is confident, like everybody knows it.
When I say this, I'm not saying to act like a clown or behave like a fool. Think of the alpha gorilla that gets all the females. Gorillas live in groups of both males and females, and yet the dominant silverback is the only one with total access to all the females. Why? Because the silverback is the powerful leader, full of energy and strength.
I have noticed that the self-improvement channels tend to compare stuff with the animal kingdom. For example, here he talks about silverback gorillas and how and why they are the leaders. And yeah, it's a pretty cool fact, but I don't think it will open someone's eye. Like I could be wrong. There might be people out there watching these gorillas and feel inspired to turn their lives around, but I can't imagine someone doing it. Like for me, it doesn't work.
Let me be very clear. There are alphas amongst us humans too, and they always have higher energy than beta males. This is a very important part of thriving as a man, and you will not hear many people talk about it.
Yeah, except the other thousands of channels that make the same content.
You see, you already have a lot of energy inside of you, but the modern world sucks it out of you in sneaky ways. Many of the pills doctors hand out to people take your energy away. Consuming sexual content online is also taking massive amounts of energy from you. Instead of falling for these modern traps, you can boost your energy for free by working out, getting sunlight, and getting good sleep.
Guys, I feel mind blown. So you're telling me that if I do the basic human necessities, I'm gonna have more energy? Wow, I never thought about that. That is that is life changing.
Number 2, be charismatic. Charismatic men are perceived as both likable and powerful, a dynamic, irresistible combination that drives women insane and makes them obsessed. Charisma is what allows you to command a room, draw others to you, and convince people of your ideas.
I am at a loss of words. 1.23 million subscribers, and he's telling people that to get girls, you need high energy and charisma. What am I doing wrong? Who doesn't know these things? Like genuinely, like it's not wrong, but it's obvious. Of course you need charisma to get girls, but not only girls, but people in general.
To be charismatic, you have to be able to listen more than you talk. This will make you more mysterious, and it makes the other person feel important and good about themselves. Ask questions, maintain eye contact, smile, frown, nod, respond, not so much verbally, but non-verbally.
Again, another good but obvious advice. Listen before you talk. He says that it makes you more mysterious, but I'd say it makes you more likable because no one likes someone that talks over people. Like it's just common sense.
Number 3, smell good, dress good. While we're taught not to judge a book by its cover, first impressions always matter, especially to girls. If you smell bad and you look like a homeless person, you will not be attractive to anyone. The first step to smelling good is to not smell bad.
This man just said that to attract women, you need high energy, charisma, smell, and dress good. 4.9 million views. 1.23 million subscribers. The reason it got so many views is because there are people that are so desperate that they search for videos like these to get that one tip they never heard before. But it's literally all it. You just need those three things to attract women, and they are all common sense. There isn't a glitch that will make them love you. 7 signs you hate yourself and don't even know it. I feel like you know when you hate yourself. I don't think it happens casually and you don't even notice it.
I already know you're going to deny you have any self-hatred. You probably think self-hatred means you're depressed and want to kill yourself. Listen, self-hatred comes in many different forms. If you self-sabotage your own success in any way, you have a form of self-hatred. It doesn't matter whether it's through addictions or perfectionism. If you self-sabotage, you hate yourself. I still remember when I suffered from self-hatred. I thought I was fine too. But every time I thought about my past, I felt disgusted with myself. The truth is, I used to be extremely violent, and I've hurt many people. I'm talking about good people. People who did not deserve it.
He's really playing into the Kratos character, huh? I don't hate this guy, and call me crazy, but I don't find this cringe. He really just took the opportunity of the pure delusion some men live in. And I haven't watched all his videos, I only watched a couple, so maybe in some there are some great advice that I never heard before. But I find myself struggling in believing it because I'm 99% sure his videos are all AI generated. These tips are so basic, I think he just asked ChatGPT to make a list of, I don't know, things women love or tips to become more attractive. And he probably also generates the script. His voice is also AI generated, or at least is modified to sound more like Kratos, which, if you ask me, it's not very far from weak. I also don't like my own voice, so I guess I hate myself and I will sabotage myself. But I still use it because I do think it's more authentic.
That's right. Far From Weak is now officially demonetized, and it's all because of me. You see, I could have easily avoided demonetization. I could have been like other self-improvement YouTubers and acted like a coward. But I didn't. I chose to keep things raw and unfiltered, no matter the consequences.
Yeah, he told us all the illegal advices on how to get women. He pretty much flexes the fact that he has multiple YouTube channels and YouTube still pays him even if they demonetized the Far From Weak channel, and he calls his channel a movement. The last video we are gonna watch is his goodbye video.
This is the 100th video on the channel, and with it, I will say goodbye. I have to go away for a while.
Sorry to interrupt, but these Kratos clips are hilarious.
This isn't clickbait or some pathetic attempt to get views. I will actually vanish by the end of this video, but not without reason. You see, a year ago, I planned to make 100 self-improvement videos and reach 1 million subscribers, and those plans came through. So now, it's time to move on to bigger things. I refuse to milk content like other self-improvement YouTubers who make thousands of videos on the same topics. No, our movement is better than that. Besides, I have many other faceless channels that bring in consistent money even when I sleep. There's no reason for me to milk content since money is of no concern to me.
He keeps mentioning the fact that he has multiple faceless channels and that make tons of money. And I do believe him, because content like this is, especially with AI, is super easy to make. I feel like the further we go, the more we are gonna see channels like this. It's easy to make, and as he shows, it brings a lot of money. In the middle of recording this video, he has announced that he is returning with more wisdom. They hoped our movement was finished. Before we watch though, in the chat from the premiere, someone said that Charlie, aka Moist Critical, was dissing this guy for no reason. Now, I was inspired to make this video when Achito talked about him, and when I was in the middle of the script, Charlie also made a video about him, and I watched it, and I wouldn't necessarily say that he dissed him. He made a light-hearted joke or two, but he mainly called out how obvious these advices are. Okay, Pino from the future here. So basically the video is just him hyping up a collaboration with another self-improvement channel, and that he has made a course on how to make successful faceless channels. Do I have any problems with this dude? No, not at all. I think it's alright, and if it actually does help to some people, that makes me happy. I just think from what I've seen that his advices are as simple as they could be. Anyways, thank you so much if you've watched until the end. Leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.